If you look at the history of Jesus, it was hundreds of years later before he was recognized, and that's probably the same thing that's going to happen to Donald Trump.
When you see him, the presence that he has in the room, the way he kind of commands the crowd, and the way
I think he's been picked by God, yes.
Yeah. He wears lifts. He wears lifts on his shoes. He wears a lot of makeup. He wears a girdle to hold in, his belly. Is that something, God would do?
First off, if you knew anything about the apostles, okay, they were pretty much all trash. All right? They all had their bad qualities.
First of all, the apostles were sinners and tax collectors. Jesus also welcomed the widow and the orphan, and prostitutes. I'll get back to this later. Second, Trump Terminator t-shirt didn't answer the question. 45 trying to appear strong when he is weak is not something God would do or want. We all struggle with that. I know I do. With that said, in Matthew chapter 5, when Jesus goes through the Beatitudes and says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, those who mourn, the meek, those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, the merciful, the pure in heart, the peacemakers," Donald would reject all that, except for the part where it says, "Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you." He would keep that and ignore the part where it says, "because of me." Not that Trump is going to read any of that.
How has your faith grown since you decided in 2015 to run for president? And who has mentored you in your faith journey?
Great question. Such a great question. I've seen so much heartache and turmoil. I was a developer and I did other things, and I had a wonderful life before all this stuff. I didn't know what a grand jury was. I didn't know what a subpoena. What is a subpoena?
Trump doesn't answer her question. How has your faith grown since you decided to run for president? And who has mentored you in your faith journey? He could have mentioned Paula White. She was once upon a time his advisor. Doesn't matter to him. It's not real to him. Also, he knows what a subpoena is. He got his first one decades ago. Anyways, I didn't mean Trump doesn't read the Bible. We know that. No, I mean, he doesn't read.
50-page memo that we would normally give to any other president about what his options are is something Trump literally can't read. The man doesn't read. We've got to boil this down into a one-pager in his voice. And so I had to write this incandescently stupid memo called something like Afghanistan, how to put America first and win. And then bullet by bullet, I summed up this highly classified memo into Trump's sort of bombastic language because it was the only way he was going to understand. I mean, I literally said in there, if we leave Afghanistan too fast, the terrorists will call us losers. But if we want to be seen as winners, we need to make sure the Afghan forces have the strength to push back against these criminals. I mean, it was that dumb, and that's how you had to talk to him.
With that out of the way, back to the apostles had bad qualities. Trump, like Jesus, will be recognized hundreds of years later. Trump was picked by God, dude. This is how that interview with the Good Liars ended.
And even Jesus was dating a hooker. I'm going to leave it on that one.
We've talked to all kinds of people here. Thank you, sir. That Trump might be otherworldly, but at the same time is trash.
He may not have read the Bible either. Definitely believes in conspiracy theories. And he doesn't want Trump to be like Jesus. He wants Jesus to be like Trump. Michael Shore and David Schuster are coming after you. What you going to do when they ask a simple question? Don't be like this man. Watch that video in order to prepare yourself. Or you could be like me and tell them, my architect knows Japanese.